let's talk about my summer knitting plans, y'all. Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with y'all today. All right, let's jump right in. I've got some yarn, I've got some patterns, and let's share. Okay, so the first one is the Summer Saunter designed by Samantha Guerin. So this is a paid pattern, and it calls for DK weight yarn. So the bust circumference for this pattern ranges between 32 to 64 inches, and in centimeters, that is 81.5 to 162.5. So this pattern has 4 to 6 inches of positive ease, and in centimeters, that is 10 to 15. And so that's a pretty nice range. I personally would stay closer to the 4-inch side, so not too bad. And for this one, you will need 2 knitting needle sizes. Now, of course, your tension and your gauge and all that stuff is going to determine what size knitting needle you use. But in terms of what the pattern calls for, you will need a US 6, which is a 4 millimeter, and you will need a US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter. So let's talk about the yarn that I want to use for this project. This is Cascade 220 Superwash, and it is on their sport base. It is 100% superwash merino wool, and the colorway is mulberry purple, and each hank is 50 grams, 1.75 ounces, 136.5 yards, or 125 meters. And this is considered, okay, this is where I'm confused. All right, so this is called a sport weight yarn. However, the label says it's a number 3 DK yarn. Which one is it? Are you sport or you DK? I don't know what this yarn is. And it's really confusing because when you look at this yarn, it definitely looks like DK weight. Like we're borderline like light worsted here. But yet, when they talk about the gauge, it says it's 22 to 24 stitches per 4 inch. So is this a sport weight yarn? I don't know. Have you all ever used this yarn? I'm really confused by it because it does not look like a sport weight yarn. It's quite thick. It's a thick sport weight yarn. So I'm going to try to see, how I max gauge with this. I'm going to try to see if it works. This pattern calls for DK weight yarn, yet I'm going to use the sport weight yarn because I feel like it's closer to DK. So of course I'm going to do some swatches, try to see if I make gauge and see what happens. So yeah, that's kind of confusing. But yeah, so I'm going to try to get gauge with that and see what happens. Of course, I will let you all know. And if you all have ever made the Summer Saunter, let me know, and let me know what yarn you used and what gauge and how it worked out for you. But this shirt, it is a drop shoulder v-neck, and that's really nice, and it is knit top down, so we can try it on as we go. Love that. And also I really like the I-cord finishing around the neck. I think that's a really nice feature. And also I like the folded hem right there at the cuffs, and also the bottom hem has that folded over collar as well, or the folded over hem. I like I've seen it done on collars, but I've never seen it done on hems and cuffs. So I guess some sort of way you knit it twice and then you fold it over and seam it. I'm guessing that's how it's done, but I guess I'll find out, right? Okay, let's move on to our next one. And this is the Feldspar Tee designed by Hannah of Herb Knit Garden. Herb Garden Knitwear. I knew I was going to get those backwards, y'all. Y'all know me by now. Anyway, this is a paid pattern and it calls for DK weight yarn. So the bust circumference ranges between 36 to 63 inches. And in centimeters, that is 91 to 160. So this one has 6 inches of positive ease, and that's 15 centimeters. All right, so the knitting needle size, that it calls for is a US 6 or a 4mm knitting needle. I keep wanting to say crochet hook. I was working on a crochet project before I jumped on, so I'm like jumbling that up. But anyway, so the yarn that I'm going to use is some yarn that I hand dyed myself. This is on a discontinued base, but this is my Minnesota DK base, and it is 50% superwash merino wool and 50% cotton. And so each of these skeins has 231 yards in it. So it's already caked up because I had made another project with this yarn and I just made it way too big. And so I decided to frog that project and make something else with it. So that's what I'm going to do with this. And yeah, it's a really nice yarn. This is in the colorway Ruby. So I really like that. And yeah, it's always nice when you can frog a project and make a new project with it. Like I love that. And so this particular pattern, it is worked in the round from the bottom up. And it has a mix of garter ridges and stockinette to create those stripes. So I really like that because I'm not one to really wear horizontal stripes. But if it's done like this, where the garter stitches, like the mix of the garter and the stockinette is kind of making like really, really subtle stitches or subtle stripes, I really like that. And also that eyelet lace at the hem, that is beautiful. Also, it's on the neckline and the cuffs. Okay, so I did want to talk about what I'm wearing. This is the Seven Sisters top designed by Sloan Lacoste. And I uploaded an entire video about this process. And I'm going to link my Ravelry page for this below, because in my Ravelry page, I do have the video link. So if you want to check out what I use, how I made it, and all that good stuff, definitely check out my Ravelry page. I really, really like this. It's just been so hot lately. And so to have this is beautiful. I love wearing it. Of course, I've got yarn everywhere, but it's just beautiful. And I don't know if you can see it, but it does feature about 4 inches of 2x2 ribbing. I love that feature. And then also the 2x2 ribbing carries on with the cuffs and the neckline. So this is beautiful. I love the color. It's like a dark burgundy, dark purple type of mix. And it's even got some very, very subtle, like navy, dark navy blue specks in it. So anyway, I could go on and on about this yarn and this pattern. But if you want details about it, check out my Ravelry page below. All right, let's jump back into the patterns. So the next one that I want to make this summer is the Perfect Knit t-shirt designed by Caitlin Barthold. So this is a free pattern available on her blog, or you can purchase an ad-free PDF. And so this one calls for a DK weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 32 to 64 inches, and in centimeters, that is 81 to 163. So this particular t-shirt has between 0 to 4 inches of positive ease, and in centimeters, that is 0 to 10 centimeters. So the needle size is a US 6, which is a 4mm, and the yarn that I'm going to use is the Bamboo Pop. So this is 50% cotton and 50% cotton and 50% bamboo. So it's a wonderful warm weather yarn to use. And also each little ball, or this is more like a little donut, but it's 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 266 meters, 292 yards. So looking at this one, it's so interesting because this is a number 3 light worsted weight. But man, oh man, is it a thin DK. It's kind of like the opposite issue to me. This is more sport than DK, and this is more DK than sport. It's so confusing. I don't know. But anyway, it's fine. That's what gauge swatches are for. And so this is color number 123 in the fuchsia colorway. and it's beautiful. It has these lovely speckles of like light pink and dark pink going all around it, and it is quite beautiful, and it feels really soft in my hand. So I'm really looking forward to working with this yarn. And this particular t-shirt is knit in the round, top down, so we love that. And also it has a crew neck raglan design, and it features an I-cord that goes around the neckline, the cuffs, and the bottom hem. So that's really nice. I enjoy making I-cords. Let me know if you enjoy knitting I-cords, or if you've ever knit an I-cord before. I would love to know. Okay, next up we have the Anya top, and it is designed by Comfort Zone Knits. So this is a free pattern. I can't believe this is a free pattern. Like that just blows my mind. But it calls for a DK weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 36.5 to 56 inches, and that's 91 to 140 centimeters. So in terms of ease, there's quite a bit of ease in this one. It's between 6 to 10 inches of positive ease, and that's 15 to 25 centimeters. So a gauge swatch is definitely going to be important with this one. And you will need 3 knitting needle sizes. You're going to need a US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter, a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter. That's confusing. US 4, which is a 3.5 millimeter, US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter, and a US 2.5, which is a 3 millimeter. Whew, my goodness. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm very curious as to where I was about to say knitting, I was about to say it wrong. Which knitting needle goes to what? So what's going to be used for the cuffs? What's going to be used for the body? And where in the world does the 2.5 come in at? That's a tiny needle. Like, I don't really knit with tiny needles, and a US 2.5, 3 millimeter. Ooh, I can already feel my hands cramping. But it might not be as bad as you think. So, or as bad as I think. But anyway, the yarn that I want to use is Yarn Smith's Merino DK. And this is shade 3210, which is Christmas green. And each little ball is 50 grams or 50 grams or 1.75 ounces, 110 meters or 120 yards. And it is 100% merino wool, of course. So this is beautiful. It has a very, very slight shine to it, but not overdone. And it is extremely soft. Oh my God, it is, this is nice. This is really, really nice. The color is so beautiful. It's like, I feel like it's doing justice on camera, but it is beautiful. So this particular top, it is knit top down using a contiguous method. And I've been hearing a lot about contiguous shoulder methods and things like that. So I'm excited to try it. And also, I really like that shoulder detail. It's very different. I definitely haven't done that before. I will say that instead of doing twisted rib, I think I'm just going to do a regular 1x1 rib, because twisted rib really isn't my thing. I think it looks twisted. Like, I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I've seen people do it and it looks good, but I don't know. It also looks very busy to me. Let me know. What do you think of twisted rib? Also, let me know if you have made or want to make any of these patterns. I would definitely love to know. Also, let me know what you worked on while watching, or did you just chill? It's a great day to chill. And thank you so much for clicking that like button and that notification bell. And thank you for subscribing. Let's see, this morning I woke up and I had 11,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. That is so awesome. I'm just, I can't stop smiling. So thank you so very, very much. And if you would like bonus vlog videos, definitely click that join button below. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching and joining me today. And until next time. Bye.